Alright, listen up, Star Wars fans. This is the best news we have gotten in forever. According to solid sources like Variety, Kathleen Kennedy will finally step down as president of Lucasfilm at the end of 2025. Honestly, this feels like Christmas came early. It feels like I'm 5 years old again. This is amazing. And yeah, let's talk about why this actually is good news. A little context for you. This is the same woman who said movies were hard to make because there was no source material for Star Wars. I mean, come on. This is the president of Lucasfilm and she clearly doesn't know about the thousands of comics and books which are so rich of Star Wars lore. There's thousands and she doesn't know about anything. It's seriously it's insane. That's the level of ignorance we have been dealing with since Disney bought Lucasfilm, and it's I don't even want to talk about it. And we can also talk about her cringy push for gender equality, where she made a whole shirt she made a shirt saying the Force is female. Look, I get it. Gender equality is important. I absolutely stand for gender equality, but making a T-shirt saying the Force is female is so weird and cringy. They should have just kept the priority straight. Make a good movie. If the character is a woman, if she's a man, if the person is gay, doesn't really matter as long as the story is good. But the only focus she had was there's no woman in Star Wars, blah 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 blah. Let's not talk about how she went in on an interview and said that this is so the partnership here we can have with George Lucas after Disney bought it, where she actually said that she wanted to keep, what can you say, she wanted to be the safeguarding of the legacy. She wanted to be okay, George, you're gone now, but you have me, I'm your friend, I will keep this the way it should be. And she actually said that she wanted the characters to be how he made them.
The thing is to protect these characters, make sure that they still continue to live in the way that you created them. A world that essentially is in George's head. So the beauty of the collaboration that can continue is as we work our way through these scripts, if we're sitting and saying, I wonder if this character can do that, or does this make sense within the rules of Star Wars? That really, he's the keeper of the flame when it comes to that.
And a couple of years down the road, we can see Han Solo be an absolute bum, going around in ships and looking like he's never shot a gun before. And we see Luke Skywalker, I don't even want to talk about Luke Skywalker, but I have to. You see Luke Skywalker, who was the beacon of light in Star Wars. He saw the light in absolutely everyone. He was the man. He was the shit. And Kathleen Kennedy safeguarding of I'm gonna keep the characters the way you made them. Her version of that is Luke on an island being depressed, being mean, and Loki looking suicidal. That's her protecting the legacy of Star Wars, protecting the legacy of what George Lucas made. She just backstabbed a friend, and yeah, it's horrible. I don't even want to talk about it. So you're probably here wondering what's next for Star Wars, and I can say that really depends on who takes her place. If we get someone who actually loves Star Wars and knows how to do the president job, maybe, just maybe, we'll see a shift away from let's just make the main character a woman and check off all the boxes trend. Instead, I feel we could dive into the rich stories of the Star Wars universe, digging deep into the history of Exegol. How amazing wouldn't that be? Or maybe even exploring Darth Vader's life on Mustafar without all these forced modern day BS stuff getting in the way. I hate that. The main thing should be making a good story, not forcing modern day stuff in it. Star Wars has always been making something fun and making a good story. Can't we go back to that? And honestly, this could be the start of something better, if you ask me. If the next person in charge actually gives a damn about the Star Wars universe and its fans, we might actually get that kind of stories that we deserve. No more political pandering, no more rewriting of characters. We want like real Star Wars. I feel like every time there's like, oh shit, there's rumors about a good story and like the reception is really good, it gets cancelled. Like everything I've seen, I've been like, oh shit, that sounds fun, cancelled. There's been like games like Battlefront 3 cancelled. Like, it's so stupid. Like, I want it to come out, and when it comes out, it's like, okay, this is going to come out either way. Like, no matter what, this is coming. And we haven't really had that. There's like 10 or more shows that have been cancelled the last couple of years, and it's stupid. It just shows like the incompetency of like who's reigning there. And I hope this marks the end of the mistakes. And I hope this marks the beginning of a new Star Wars era, one we can be proud of. I can't say one that will not divide the Star Wars fans, because Star Wars fans will always be divided, but I hope we can get into a more of agreement. And yeah, have a good day. And let's hope this is the start of the beginning of Star Wars.